are the ANU team, and we are here with our vision of future with V2G. The problems first and foremost are the current limited V2G capacity. Only 3 cars currently support V2G, and Tesla's only planning on rolling out this capability in 2 years. However, a statistic mentioned in the expert panel yesterday indicates that by approximately 2024, Australia is going to have a competitive V2G landscape in terms of cars and infrastructure. In any case, this is going to be a long-term rollout, and that's why our measures are long-term solutions to support the public's transition to renewable energy sources. Our nudge firstly focuses on awareness of V2G, whilst capacity and infrastructure of the technology is still being developed. We will foster the public's knowledge through simple, direct messages and push the government to increase their online and social media presence in order to support reputable V2G information that is reliable and easily accessible for consumers. We will further provide direct customer incentives for when customers reach the crucial decision point of buying an electric vehicle. Through measures such as subsidies, opt-in, opt-out SMS messages, and guaranteed minimum battery level that targets people's uncertainty, trust, and ease of use of this emerging technology. This leads me to talk about the personas that we're targeting. Firstly, we have the luxury seekers, or the early adopters. They likely already have an EV and bought it for themselves. We will focus on utilizing framing particularly in regards to addressing individualized cost benefits arising from this technology. This will bring it back from a pro-social to a pro-individual self benefit that will increase the customer's acceptance of this technology. Then we have the majority. These people likely don't have an EV and are uncertain or unaware of V2G technology, and therefore may be averse to such technology due to risk concerns. In this case, we will utilize increased transparency and availability of information, targeting the availability heuristic and people's trust in the system and incentives offered. We will also increase, Lastly, we have the cranky gnomes, the people who are a little bit stuck in their way and don't want to change. These will be the laggards in Australia's transition, and therefore we will be relying on social norms and the bandwagon effect to continue fueling Australia's uptake of V2G technology. Now we're going to speak to the specific measures we have.
So for the first, to increase awareness by using the in-person method, we will post an eye-catching short messaging on the wall. As you know, Beta created the short messages, and it contributed to improving organ donor registrations among young adults. Learning from this, we created these messages, this and this one. There are 5 points in this message. First, the eye-catching phrase on the top helps attract consumers. We post them in the appropriate place, such as toilet or shopping center, to increase awareness. Secondly, the link in the middle and the QR code at the bottom help guide consumers to get more information. Thirdly, the hashtag future with V2G helps increase awareness and consumers to take action to search the hashtag on SNS and cause the bandwagon effect. Fourthly, the government's logo, as well as the trust associated with the color blue in the color theory, plays a critical role in increasing trust by showing that source is reliable. Maybe you realize why our team's color is blue now.
So we know that everybody loves toilet humor, and you're bound to click on the website. So what is the website? The website is, well, we've made this mock-up, and we have designed it to cater to different consumer groups. So we know that about, well, most of the consumers, your average Joe, they don't really care about what V2G actually, well, fundamentally is. They just want to know, oh, what we'd have to do and things like that. So in our landing page, we've designed to introduce a very short kind of message and to have very crucial data facts and have FAQs to answer their, well, burning questions. Of course, we won't leave out the more inquiring type who actually want to know about the specifics about what, how it's going to influence battery health, or how V2G acts as a protocol, how the different things, the nitty-gritty works. So that will be the different bits. In addition to the website, we would like to propose for the government to increase their social media presence, either through more professional platforms like LinkedIn, or through other more conventional platforms like Facebook and Twitter. We know that these platforms are great because everybody is on them, and by interacting on these platforms, the government is able to scale efficiently. We also know that on these platforms, it is where misinformation is at its most severe point. And by targeting these specific platforms, the government is able to prune the issue from its root. So it's been 2 years, and well, how are we going to actually scale things up? So we will be motivating the consumer choice through these different kind of policies, such as through monetary savings, that by adopting V2G, you will be saving money by consuming power in their non-peak hours and at times of lower demand. We will also introduce subsidies to help reduce the cost of installing bidirectional charges to reduce the financial frictions that exist. And we will also be guaranteeing a certain battery level so that consumer driving patterns are learned, and consumers are guaranteed to have enough power to go to their next point. And they will also we will also be monitoring the battery such that the battery health is maximized. And according to a study by the University of Warwick, actually V2G may improve battery health.
To enable the V2G system, consumers need to allow a third party to collect the charging information. According to the research about connected home technologies, the ways to increase trust are transparency and privacy and security measures. We assume that we can apply this way to increase trust in V2G technologies as well. Thus, to increase trust, we propose a contract with consumers to disclose this information. For transparency and privacy, consumers will be disclosed the information about where information goes, who is using that information, and for what data is being used. Also, for the security measure, consumers will be disclosed the information about what kind of security measures they have to protect the information resources. Overall, these things contribute to increase consumers' awareness about V2G and help move on to the next step.
So on the topic of increasing trust, we want to foster trust and increase community participation in the V2G system. The majority of people are risk averse, and therefore it is vital to increase the sense of control and security over this variable charging system. Therefore, this measure focuses on targeting uncertainty. Our proposal is to implement a trusted, reliable communication system. For instance, sending an emergency SMS in the case of an unprecedented shock to the grid. This will allow people the option to plug in their cars depending on their personal driving needs of that day. This will give people a greater sense of control, particularly in the case of severe adverse effects. Furthermore, for individuals who want to be more proactive in their energy consumption, they will have the option of receiving a monthly digest email to get a sense of community as to where V2G is in the rollout.
So with our nudges, by shaping opinion and increasing participation, we will have these future outlooks where we will see growing exponential in growth with V2G technologies due to social norms, bandwagoning effects, and her mentality. However, this hinges on the fact that the infrastructure is built right now, and due to policy delays and other reasons, this may not actually be the case. So we encourage the government to work with industry, and thank you, and don't forget to let us know your thoughts on #FutureWithV2G. Thank you.